made a whole video for it. Where are we?
Are you talking about the introductory video?
Yeah. Oh, here we go. I have a whole nother secret channel that I could show you guys. It's an experience. Can we see whether we're actually coming through or not?
Yeah.
We're coming through?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
great. Alright. I guess I'll do the thing, I'll take down the thing, and then I'll say the words, and I gotta go to the thing, and I gotta go to the other thing. The things, and I gotta say the words. I gotta say something along the lines of good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to the weekly WAYPN. I'm Karl.
And I'm Sane.
AKA
Henry and Sangita.
And we have with us
Neuromancer, me.
Keep those brushes wet.
Excuse me. We haven't finished. We have Go Boy, who will be infiltrating the stream for a short period of time. Then he will go.
that's a comment about how he's 5'2".
My 1 a.m.
What? Oh, maybe you are 5'2". We don't know. Midget.
You know, there's going to be some guy who's coming on for the first time, and they're going to be like, "What the fuck
Who's
is this?"
gonna come here? Nobody ever comes here. Only our people come here.
Oh no, we've occasionally had the random come on, and they're like, "What the fuck is this?"
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay, we should start. Anyway, Andy is up first. Very quickly sneaking this in before I start work. Quick experiment with the black pepper in...
Black pepper?
Black paper in the light box. I was like, what are you doing with black pepper? Oh, yeah, I live in the light box and UV torch. Probably need to adjust some settings and similar. This was more or less a point and shoot, but it's an experiment.
I think the background...
So much better.
Yeah, it's a lot less messy now, and like, you see how she almost just pops out? Mm-hmm. You know, before, like, you were sort of drawn into the thing because, like, it's all felt and that sort of thing. So
you can see all the texture of the felt.
And like, every single stray hair that has ever existed.
The dust.
Just
like... like, hello!
I hate that about, like...
yeah, felt or, like, fuzzy sort of
like,
velvet.
even with our one, like, we sometimes, like, have to... run the whatchamacallit over it.
Lint roller.
The lint roller, because just it's closed off in a closed off area with a door.
It's mostly because of like any basing bits that fell off or pigment.
Well, it's not just the basing bits, it's like cat fur, it's like anything.
Oh yeah, no, I was assembling models today and I'm pretty sure I didn't touch the cats or whatever. And I'm like, how is there a hair? Where did that hair come from? It's like the sweatier my fingers get, the more it produces cat fur. I don't understand how that happens, but it did. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? Anyway. Oh, yes, the timestamps. Thanks. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so yeah, I think it looks so much better. And you done the UV lighting. It really gives a little bit of a
pop.
Yeah, I mean, it gives it the atmosphere and everything. But it's mostly also to show off the
new thing. Yeah.
What's the armband thingy called?
The armband thingy?
Yeah.
This one right here.
That one.
I do believe it's called a Fallout Boy New Vegas.
Honey, that's the game.
Not
the item. What is this?
My Chemical Romance. It's a Pip Boy.
Why do they call it a Pit Boy?
Pip
Boy.
PIP.
Yeah, but why is it a Pip Boy?
Do you really want us to, like, do a deep dive into Fallout lore while we're 4 minutes into this goddamn review?
It looks
I'm
good.
not nearly drunk enough to engage in Fallout lore discussions.
I think it looks good, Andy. But I also feel like you could try a little bit of makeup for her.
No,
like,
no,
just a
but
lip-
he said that he's done with this one. He's doing this as an experiment. Let us move on. Let us move on. All right, we got Larry.
Yeah, used my little pull saw to cut off the long ends that were sticking out. Then glued on wood for the rest of the base and sawed off as much as possible before getting out the Dremel and sanding it, also there's almost nothing protruding over the edge. Next, I'll have to fill in some of the gaps and start gluing on the boards that will be broken ends where it's bursting up.
Yeah, no,
It's gonna be tough.
I'm going to look forward to that. I do think that you probably want to get your wire brush out though, and hit those to add some extra texture.
Agreed, actually.
Because they're a bit too flat as it stands. Another thing you can do is just get like a pen or something and just put in 2 dots at places. So like here and here. And that way it can look like what do you call it? Thingamabob. Who's Madoobit? Yeah, nails. There we go. Why did that take so long? I'm fully prepared to go into the in-depths, in and outs of, Fallout lore, but me, nails? What's nail?
Speaking of nails, using just regular pencil lead
is the best way to colour them in, yeah.
Yeah, it just looks like real nails.
And the other part of it is you've got a lot of control with it.
Yes, exactly.
Alright. So, I think it's some good basing. I think it's...
Yeah. I was a bit worried about how it would turn out.
Well, we'll see. It's not finished yet, but it's
really
looking good. It's looking good.
Start.
All right. So next up, we've got an Alfarius update.
Yeah, finally got time to take some photos of the 3 finished Marines with my light box and ring light. I will say that the photography has really stepped up with Alfarius' stuff. Comes a long way. It is very crystal clear, great lighting. Nothing's distracting you from the background. You just see the model. And it's looking really, really good, actually.
This is a lot better now that it's no longer just that fade. Line. Yeah.
Well done on that. What do we think of the base? I feel like the base is...
No, I'm not happy with the bases. They need something more.
Extra, yeah.
I'd say on the front of this base it's all right, but like
it needs like one more element.
Yes.
Even if it's like a shroom here, they're like a toxic shroom might be good.
Yeah.
Because that's what you've been doing with the Nurgle boys.
See, this is fine, right? Because it also tells a story. There's like the skull and the rib cage, right? And you've
probably used a weapon to, I don't know, disintegrate them.
Well, it doesn't matter whether it's from this weapon or is old. It's telling a story. So long as your base is telling a story, that's what you want to do, right? So, as for some of the other things, I was looking at this one, which is our first picture, and one of the things I was thinking, right, is, the panel liner little bottles you can get, like, ones where they're pens, but streaking grime.
Streaking grime, yeah. I think those are, like, the AK interactive types.
Yeah, they might be AK. They're different brands have different ones, but anyway, I was just thinking, like, because with some of the scratches and stuff, just put in some streaking grime, like, and even, like, just get the pen and just put a tiny bit of white spirits on the end, right?
Yeah, just to really thin it down.
Yeah, and you just go, whoop, whoop, whoop. And, like, that can just really, I think, kick this up a bit. Because, like, I think the steel looks good here, but when it's indented like that, right, see, things should be building up in there, whereas this more represents, like, recent scratches. I'm not talking about every little single thing, right, but when it's, like, those ingrained dents and so on, right? Like, for example, in here, where, like, rivets have popped off and things like that. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Enough.
I feel like the yellow could do with some gloss or something.
Yeah, I think it is actually glossy.
I don't know. Because it doesn't feel like there's enough of a difference of kind between...
Yeah, fair enough, but sometimes because it's a very vibrant yellow, it just looks very flat because of the...
No, I
light.
can tell. Like, look at here. We're getting zero reflection, that sort of thing, right?
Okay.
And, like, for example, this right here could also... Like, I'd say it's semi-gloss or something because we can see a bit of the reflection there, right? But, like, I think this is meant to be a fly eye. Yeah. Well, I will...
Oh yeah, I do see the little holes now.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a meant to be like a growth of some sort.
Yeah, it is a growth. It's a fly eye growth.
Okay. I thought tumor type growth.
It's both.
Okay.
But yeah, so I just think something like that.
I feel like if it's a fly eye, he would really benefit from one of those color shifts.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. But it's a bit late for color shift now.
Yeah.
You know, like what you gotta be realistic. Like you're not going to push things, but I do like how this is black. It helps break up the model quite a bit.
It's just like that flat black. It's quite
Yeah.
nice. Looks like soot, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like I think that's probably a good idea. Yeah. What are your thoughts?
I think this is very well done. For the level that he's going for. I would even consider this tabletop plus. But I think just improvement on the basing would be good.
Okay. Yeah. No, I'd agree.
Pretty much that. I mean, like, I think you nailed it. Really looks like a Nurgle team. Great color choice. Nice application of effects.
And when you say color choice, you're meaning beyond just their standard green.
Standard green. Like, you see how he pairs the desaturated flesh tones, and then you've got the bone colors, and it all works out very nicely. Everything is well defined.
Yeah, no, I think it's good.
Yeah, huge improvement.
All right, so next up we have some more from Larray.
And that's 12 minutes.
Yep.
Okay, Larry blacked the inside of the holes and glued on some broken boards. Had intended to have some sticking up, but they weren't staying and were blocking the figure anyway, so they're on the floor. Put some icky goo strands on places, then added some more wet effects where the strands connected. I think it works actually.
Yeah, I understand what he says about blocking the figure. I think the wet effects look really good. I think they've worked out well.
I do wonder if you should do like a little bit of pooling of UV resin gel just where the around.
Oh, that could be interesting.
Because it's wet, right? But then you don't see anything in the environment.
I definitely think you need to go over those with the wire brush and the wood panels.
I know. It's just I do see the grains pretty clearly with the...
Well, maybe
Maybe
once we see it painted up, I'll have a different opinion. But I do know what he means about things popping up. But like the other part of it is some of the times you gotta make sacrifices when you're doing certain things. Like I think over here he could have had it pop up a bit more. But I understand why he says what he says, and like it's you got to do what you got to do. Like. At a certain point, you got to make sacrifices. What do you guys think about the boards? How do you think it's looking?
I honestly think the boards need to be like darkened just a bit. I don't know why. It just tells me that slightly more. Like if they're slightly darker, it's gonna look better.
I think because it looks like the actual material right now doesn't quite feel as integrated.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I think that's why.
Yeah.
Like, make it look like a stain or like old wood or something, basically.
Yeah.
Like, just grime over the whole thing, or even just recesses would add a lot.
Yep,
Right,
yep, yep.
exactly.
I agree.
Yeah.
All right. Shall we move on?
Okay, now we've got another Larry at 15.
Yeah.
Alright. A little work done on Mando and Grogu, and finishing some details on Gaskell's banner carrier, though it seems like the banner breaks if you breathe on it. Fixed it multiple times with different glues and cement, and even used UV resin, but no, it won't stay on. I know that feeling. Oh well.
It's a curse.
It is a curse.
So there is another way, which is the brass rod / what's the paperclip way? Like, the banner itself looks good, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, this one. So this is just a Mandalorian.
Yeah.
It looks great, but the back of the cape looks a bit glossy.
Yes, I agree. Doesn't look.
I think if you just put like a matte varnish, or maybe it was drying still. I don't know, because like some parts look very matte, and just the recesses looked glossy. So. But I think the overall sort of leather texture came out nice. So I think if you just sort of matted it down, it'll look good. What's going on with the baby Yoda?
He's eating a frog.
Oh, I see.
Because he can't stop eating things.
Like a baby.
Like a baby.
A baby put everything in their mouth.
Yeah.
Goblin.
I like that he's got a Rolex though.
Does he have a Rolex? Oh, well, kind of.
But yeah.
He's got a good watch on him. I think if you can, like 2 white dots in the eye and then put a red over the top to really bring attention to the face, it'll be good. But I mean, you don't have to.
I think at the moment he's just like, can I actually get the banner to stick?
Yeah.
More than I'm enjoying painting up this model, which is totally fair.
It could also be that like all the material that you've used to get it to stick is started to cake up and it needs to be removed. Yeah, I'm not too sure how because like you've used a variety of things. Like if it was just super glue, I'd just say get a Q-tip, acetone, and clean that up. It'll dissolve it, but you've used a variety of things, so I don't know how to help there.
I think just a cleanup would probably help, and I think maybe try
Drill.
the brass rod / paperclip idea.
Okay.
All right, so moving on, we have
a
Joseph
at 18. My week off is over, and I somehow got everything all done but the basing. Except the 2 heroes, they shouldn't take long. I might get everything finished at the weekend. As for the lights on my doors, I heard your advice on airbrushing the glow, but I chose not to try that as I've never been good enough to do much more than blast large areas. I didn't care enough about those models to spend possibly hours getting frustrated trying to figure it out and possibly still failing. I also think my nozzle is slightly damaged and perhaps spraying slightly off target. Not a problem for priming and varnishing, but a huge issue for precision work. Fair enough.
Look, in my opinion, it's worth trying out and stepping up because here's
like when else are you gonna do it?
Yeah, but here's the thing, right? It's a piece of terrain, and if like it looks just a little off, it's like it. I can't see something else where, oh no, it's Attack of the Googly Eyes.
Mm-hmm.
I can't see where else you'd be able to safely try this sort of thing, if you follow what I'm saying.
Especially if you don't care too much about the terrain.
Yeah. Like
you're not, you wouldn't be too upset if you effed it up.
So, what do you think of the model, Sonny?
I think it looks really good. So crisp and clean.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like a 3D render, honestly.
Well, I think the bases...
The bases could use a lot more work for sure, but the models themselves, excellent work. Such great control. Color contrast is spot on.
Mm-hmm. Value contrast as well.
Yes.
I was looking at this one. I think this one I really like because of just that great separation.
Yeah, I think my only point to the weapon that he's got, the coil feels like something that should be glowing.
Yep.
I feel if you could do some OSL with that, it would be nice. But yeah, other than that, I think you've really nailed the aesthetic.
Aesthetic.
Yes.
But
and yeah, the googly eyes. It kind of looks like what is it? Cup game.
Up game.
The video game of the cups.
Cuphead.
Cupheads.
Cupheads.
Yeah, is that what it's called?
Where they got straws popping out of their heads.
Yeah. Kind of looks like that, doesn't it?
I guess. Looks like the sort of 1950s cartoons like Tom and Jerry style.
Yeah.
We're gonna go and fight the crowd. Hey man! Something like that.
Pops open a can of spinach. Down it. This is my ration, see?
But yeah, no, I think
not really good.
I think once the bases are done,
yeah, it'll really be schmicko. And I would say this is proper Joseph level work in my opinion. Yeah.
All right, let us move on to
Larry at 22.
Do we know when we started Joseph?
I think I said 18.
Okay. So we're at 22.
Yeah.
All right, continue, please.
Some highlighting of the metal. Realized the cloak was too brown. So I recolored it and did highlight on that. Might add a wash or something to deepen the shadows later and probably null oil the metal too. Too brown. Well, okay, yeah, I see what you mean because he's a very neutral character for sure.
I think what the cape needs is those leather style scratches.
Yeah.
You know, like I've done where you just do like
because like if you can't produce contrast through color, you can do it through contrast of like textures, which is contrast of kind.
Yeah, no. What's the name of that video that we've got? The one where we do the outfits comparison.
Yeah. Look outside the hobby.
Look outside the hobby. All right, I'll look that up while you're talking about stuff.
Yeah. So like sometimes when you're stuck and you're doing a monochromatic piece, or like this one, contrast of kind and contrast of values is the most important thing that you can use to help bring some attention and pop.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, attention and pop to the mini. So I don't think maybe the brown is supposedly the issue. If you add some of those leather scratches and stuff, I think it'll work out.
All right, Facebook. I don't like you, and you don't like me. Just work for once. All right, maybe I can post it in here.
Yeah.
I'll just post it in one of the things because Facebook is being Facebook.
Yeah. That's all I've got to say.
But yeah, I'd agree with Sunny. Like, it needs some contrast of kind. I think going really shiny with the metal might be a good idea. You know, quite sort of dull and beaten up with the cape.
And I also noticed that a lot of your browns here are more on the neutral side. You can go for like colder browns, warmer browns. Like there's so many browns. Like you could do like a reddish brown here and there, or like a orangey brown somewhere else, or a blue toned brown somewhere. You can always insert a little bit of color in with the browns, and that can help create some variation too.
I'd agree with that. Alright, so next up we have
you.
Me?
It was your Member Monday post.
Well, me is missing because it's there we go. I have appeared now. But I'm just going to skip over and go straight to Andy
at 25.
Rather than try and fix Facebook because Facebook.
Alright, so more Fallout. Nuka-Cola Girl on her base. Added the extra white highlights, broke out the actual titanium white as suggested, and made a start on a super mutant. Also experimenting with the black card background and camera settings, the ones that aren't just point and click. Bit more experimenting needed, but it's a start. Also probably need a tripod to mitigate handshake. Fair enough. I think it's good shot, but I think it could be a little brighter.
Yeah, but his so I'll just give some. I just want to say a few things before you take over, right? Because I think Sunny's gonna go through all camera settings, right? I think that these shots look 1,000 times better. I'm really glad that you cleaned up the base because man, that base stuff right there is oh my god, Facebook. Like the things where you've had the bases, like they need to be trampled by the company dinosaur. But the whites are popping, man.
Really beautiful whites.
All right, you go, Sunny.
Yeah, that's it depends what you're using. If you're using a hand phone, you can just tap the screen to bring up the focus, and there's usually like a dial that has a sun there that allows you to adjust the brightness. Just adjust it until the model looks sort of nice and clear, and then take a shot, pretty much. And also the distance from your camera is also important, and of course stabilize it with whatever you've got. It doesn't have to be a tripod. So I used to use a stack of cards.
Yeah, but one of the big things is just, like Sunny says, just a stack of cards, just put it on the table.
Yeah, just your whole phone, hold it with both your hands and just let it rest on the table, or that's what I do.
Whatever, or like Sunny used a stack of cards, But yeah, I think that you did really well with this, and I think one of the good things is doing this sort of thing allows us to give better criticism, right?
Yeah.
Because we can see things better, all of that sort of stuff.
And we can really focus in on the model. There's no clutter that will distract the eye.
Yeah, and so there's a couple of things, for example, I know that people don't want me talking about these things or comment. But for example, the way that you've shadowed the arse crack and that sort of thing right there.
The arse crack.
Right, no, it's true though. It does look correct the way the shadow is and that sort of stuff, right?
This is a really tight bodysuit that she's
Yeah. And see, it's not a big shadow, right? It's a tiny little one, right?
But it does all the work.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's very hard to control as well, especially with white.
Yeah. And
you can overdo it.
Yeah. As for this guy, he's suffering the same sort of issue as old mate from before, the Mandalorian. He's very sort of
same values.
Same values
Great
everywhere.
colors, but I think if you just push the highlights on the skin, it'll be enough.
I don't think it's just the. I don't think it's just that. I think it's also since everything's at the same values, right? It's at risk of everything blending together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I'm thinking that if he did a little bit more yellowish green highlights for the skin,
saturation levels as well.
Yeah, it'll help.
Yeah, I agree. All right, let us move on to Alex.
Alex at 29. Finished now. I fixed up that value issue with the shirt. This was 100% the issue that I couldn't pinpoint before. Thanks for the advice, guys. I'm so glad that it worked out. I will have only one point of criticism. So from the perspective of the orc, his left dagger, I think you could definitely
Is it this one?
out. Not that one. It's his left, right?
Yeah, okay, yeah, no, his left.
His
sorry.
left, yeah, that's why I said from the perspective of the orc. His left dagger, I think you could definitely smooth the transitions a bit more.
It could, but I mean the amount of work.
But it's Alex, like he can do it. He's good at.
He can do it, but I mean, like, time is the currency of life, right? Be careful how you spend it.
Well, that's my critique anyway.
Well, anyway, so right here, the only thing that I think is the leather is a bit too bright once again, because like it's almost of a similar level of brightness as the yellow.
It looks like faux leather, you know, like some of those faux leather pouches.
Yeah. So like, I don't think like the leather work itself, like all of the little
scratches and all.
Yeah. I think all of that looks good, but yeah, just like
maybe the
value wise, because like that's I think this is where we can help some of the better painters. Like we just say the emperor has no clothes,
and
right? Yeah, because like I think Alex, like from a technical side, done very very well, but with the basing, I would say that it needs
extra elements for sure.
Yeah.
Like a little tufts here and there would be enough.
Yeah, something. It needs something.
Yeah, not just that. Soil, clay.
Oh, and then it's me. So we've done more of this, and it's just prep work. Oh my god, this was the annoying part. Just because you got to remember, right, that when people are making metal models, like they cover the stuff in powder, right? And like I know some people are like, oh, you guys are so pedantic, it's so unnecessary, until there's grease left on things. And we've also noticed some horrible mold lines with some of these ones.
Oh yes, I've been trying to clean those.
But like one of the ones I only noticed it after I sprayed it up, which is one of the zombie ones, and it's on his plow, and I'm just like, oh, that's going to get covered with guts. That's how I'm going to just cover that up, because oh my god, just it's the little things that will really help you make sure that your project is a success in the long run.
Yeah, but I really don't like assembling metal models, especially at this scale, because they never seem to fit right, and like for some reason the contact points tend to be uneven and rough, and I'm like, what the heck is going on with this?
Wow.
Yeah.
So, it's plastic is 100% the way to go.
It's the way to go. Not that you know doesn't have its problems. Like sometimes you dry fit and it's perfect. And you put the glue.
Yeah, no, I've been with the playing things since forever. Trust me, it's not like new school thing. No, plastic's the way to go. Like, if you want to do things properly. All right, so next up we got more Alex at 33.
At 33, Alex. I know he isn't as refined as the other one, but given that he is good enough, I am just going to move on to the next one. I have so many of these to get through that I don't want to burn out on getting everything just so. For sure. Yeah, I don't know, I think he looks good. The only thing would be that obviously you're just doing the first coat of yellow on the shoe caps.
Yeah.
And I guess the grenade.
Also the base needs some cleanup.
Yeah, like you've got stuff on the rim.
The grain.
Yeah. Other than that, I mean, it's a good model.
And once again, I think with the leather jacket, it could be taken down a value notch. It could be just done with a wash or a tint or something, right? because I feel like it's a bit too.
Looks like he's going for like a red leather kind of.
Yeah, I understand, but it's sort of once again a sort of
similar value.
Not nearly as similar as the black was, right?
But it's still pretty samey.
Yeah, it's close. Like the black was just spot on with the other one, but this one, yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay. Next we have Josh at 35.
Josh at 35. Are you 35, Josh?
Oh, he already left a long time ago. He messaged us on this chat. Worked a bit more on some dryads that I've been working on since last week. Added the leafy loincloths on them and put the glow on the open mouth dryad as a way to see how it would look all together. Super happy with the outcome and how simple it was to do. Now to do the other 3 to make a unit. I plan to do a forest floor style base with some autumn micro leaves like I did with my war dancer, but I'm tempted to add more details to it as well, like sticks and rocks for fallen trees, etc. Yeah, that's a good idea. We have a very good video on basing and forest scatter.
Just the fact that you're like, we got a good video.
Well, it is a good video.
It is a good video.
A good video how to do very easy basing. First step of making forest space. Go to the forest. That was one of the comments that we realized
on the shorts.
On the shorts, I was like, "Oh my god, yes."
I feel like that's just kind of indirect way of telling the viewers to touch grass.
Yeah, why not?
But so I think the whites come out really well on, for example, the guy on the left here, right? But the guy on the right, I think he could use a dose of the thin, a thinned, what do we call it? White oil, and just like hit in here and just soak the majority up so that there's barely any in there to give it more of a glow effect. But yes, I would recommend Sunny's thing, and yeah, no, I'm looking forward to seeing how they finish up, because it looks like he's going for a certain look, which is just like get it done sort of thing, right? But yeah, I think with all of like the sort of spiral carvings, I think that that white could really help.
I actually thought, like, when I saw that it was like an orange glow, I actually imagined that he would go for a green glow. Like, I think that would contrast it a bit better.
It's all right. Like it's a choice.
It still looks nice as a glow effect. Just thought that the color would have, because orange and brown very close together.
All right, so I do believe this is where had some problem, because it says like here's another post by him, right? But maybe it's the same post, maybe it's okay, because it's this one, right? So did some extra work. So Sunny might not see this post. Scroll up.
Okay. That's it.
No. See, that's the thing. Like, look,
there's
Facebook,
an update.
Yeah,
it's the same for me too.
And I don't know why it's like that.
Sometimes
and see, this is why Facebook is. So, some more work on the dryads today. Added some extra light woods to the leader's face to help it stand out. Just some details and basing left for this unit, and then calling it done. And just those sorts of things. I'd still, for example, try and add the that white for some of these ones, right, with the spirals and such.
Mm-hmm.
Like this one especially, I think she looks a lot better now. Like she wasn't as finished. I'd like to go on with like just an amber dry brush on their sort of leaf skirts.
Yeah, the value does seem quite similar to the wood itself.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit of a saturation pop.
Yeah, I agree. But I think once the base is done, we'll really see some real difference.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they're looking good. Obviously. Oh, excuse me. The skeleton needs to be done up, but yeah, like and the forest nymphs. Now, just as Sunny was saying, one moment. Sorry, I had to sneeze again. The forest nymphs in there. If you've got an airbrush, I recommend just painting it blue, and then getting a thinned. What?
Like the one that you did for the Skaven
Yeah.
fairy.
Yeah, that's based off my old fairies. Just painting it blue, and then just do a quick dry brush of white around it, and then just do a thin airbrush of like an aqua, and that will give you some real contrast. I'm not saying go crazy, it's just like 1, 2, 3 steps. I think that would really help. So after this, we have more
Liam.
Alex.
Well,
We got.
Oh, maybe.
I
Sorry.
will be
Yes,
going-
you're right, Alex.
Oh, you've got to go.
Okay.
Should we finish up with your one?
1:40 a.m.
Oh, okay. How about we just skip over to your one, Neuro?
Yeah, we should have started with his one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Alright.
just was like, is it going to be rude to ask to do?
No. Well,
like, bring people in?
considering that it should have been put, because this one's only yesterday, and it should have been put up on Wednesday. Should have been put up on Wednesday by someone. Or you didn't see it? Yeah. All right. So sorry. So that's our bad. All right. Would you
Yeah.
like to read out Neuromancer's post?
Okay.
No, I'm just gonna quickly summarize. I basically painted the second Drukhari vehicle from the combat patrol, this time Raider. So I assembled it as a Raider, did it like pink and blue as before, tried to do highlights a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Then I also decided to add a couple of like additional things. One is the freehand, those kind of like Druki writings. taken
Yeah,
from,
I
like,
noticed that one and I thought it was really
edition-
good.
I think 7th or 8th edition Dark Elves, so like somebody scanned like 7th or 8th edition Warhammer Fantasy Dark Elves book, and also
They fit.
you put like, yeah, I mean Dark Elves, Edgelord Elves, and also a dead body of a Space Marine in my friend's color scheme. That because I was like, because I asked them, hey, is that cool if I use your color scheme like Space Marines and just have a dead body hanging over my radar? They were like, yeah, sure, why not?
I think it
That's what I
also helps give some scale to the elves themselves, because I should say Eldari.
To be fair, Drukhari, they're slightly shorter model-wise than modern Eldars.
Yeah,
Just a bit.
but see, like the thing is that Space Marines are meant to be huge, right? And like you look at this guy right here and compare him to this guy over here, and you're like, oh right, this guy. Even though I think this is an older model, this isn't a Primaris, is it?
No, it's just a bunch of heresy kids that are like how firstborn's supposed to be,
Yeah.
like relative to humans.
So it's not even like one of the super mega huge Space Marines, right? But he's still massive compared to the
Spooky.
yeah. Well, just look at the hand compared, like. And that's how it should be. I really liked the transitions, particularly this one on the turret here. I thought that came up really well.
I thought the blend was
thank you.
really good.
Yeah. I do think that the writing came out very well. So obviously you did like a sort of sketch and then refined in the middle of it.
It's actually it was like basically I took the highest highlight for color for green, pink, and blue, did like rough-ish sketch, and then just pure white in the middle, kind of like
Yeah.
tried to fill it in.
Yeah, that's a clever way of doing it.
I think it makes it pop more, right? Which I think is
because
good.
Pure white, I tried on my Ravager, and it just didn't have the same effect. But
Yeah.
something told me, hey, do the highest highlight and then fill in the white.
Yeah, no, I think
really
that's
is, yeah.
that's much better, right? It makes it pop a whole lot more. Because I was noticing that not on here, but just on these ones right here, where you've got like the sort of blue, and then you got the white within, and I think like that was like very nice. I do think there's some areas where it's a bit rough with some of the what do you call it, the edge highlights, but I mean like overall. Like I wouldn't worry about any of that, because when it comes to all of that, right? Like I look at all of this and I just think to myself, yeah, no, that's really good. And you've got some great color contrast. The only thing that I think right now, it does match them, right? But one of the things that I would consider is you've got these guys hanging off various things, right? But see this guy right here? So he matches the colors very well. And because of that, he doesn't pop out as much.
Yeah.
But let's say that he was like hanging off this sort of thing, right? I know that this is meant to be a foothold and all of that sort of thing, right? But
yeah, this one I kind of assembled as per instructions, and instructions said, hey, you glue the guy over there like that.
Yeah, no, totally. Yeah. But what I'm saying is like, for example, this guy here, right? They pop out because, see, they're separate enough from the vehicle, because that guy's actually separate from the vehicle. This guy has his legs pushing on the vehicle, right? So the blue pops off, right? Whereas with that one guy, where is he? Because he's sort of the same colors, especially was it this?
He's literally at the same height where
yeah.
He starts kind of like in that middle.
Yeah, exactly. And so
I see what. So like maybe having him hanging slightly lower would have been a better choice for contrast. Okay, I see.
Yeah, like nothing is painted badly or anything like that, right? There's nothing wrong with what you've done there. I'm just saying that like that's the kind of thing where you just sort of you can know.
Like, for future, like think about that with that now that you have.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and like it's good because like that's why I think the turret is so good, because you've got that fade and then there's the turret, and like it completely breaks up that silhouette.
Yeah.
And it's just like, hey, here's a thing. You know, look at this thing. This is a feature. This is something that's there, right? And it's just little things like that. It's never like the end of the world thing. It's just little things that help make things execute. But I do want to say that the basing is absolutely excellent. I love the basing because it's subtle enough that it's not you're not looking at that over this. But like the fact that you've got the cracks in there, right? And that you've got the regular soil, and you've got these like slightly alien tufts. Like it says this is an alien world.
Yeah.
Right?
Because you got like red cracks on like white dirt or something.
Yeah,
it's
and
quite interesting. Yeah.
Like it's one of the few good parts about the Star Wars reboot thing.
That's exactly where I stole the idea.
Yeah,
That's exactly.
No, not Andor. The what's new? Not
I think it was Return of the Jedi. No,
that's
that Last Jedi.
no. Last Jedi was the one where everybody went, okay, I'm out. A New Hope? No, A New Hope is the old one. They all have like really generic names.
Is it the one where Luke dies?
Yeah. No. Yes. Yeah, you're right. It is The Last Jedi. You are correct. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's my mistake. But yeah, I think
You're the first one who's actually got it right away from like the visual. Oh yeah, you saw it from that one good visual, a good sequence from The Last Jedi, and I'm like, yeah.
Well, I think there's like it's competently shot and directed, but the storyline is just garbage. But that's neither here nor there. Also, the way you've darkened the sails, I think, is very good. The way that you've got like light area here, dark area there. It's subtle, but it works. But yeah, I think that's about it.
That I like going from like dark. I like lighting things up. I like going from like darkest tone to light up rather than trying to darken it. Go from light tones to dark. I don't know. Just I feel like if I go up in brightness, I can control it better. And if I'm like, okay, this is too bright, I can just stop.
Totally, I get it. But yeah, no, it looks good. I think that the basing is just spot on, and I think like any of the issues with the vehicle or the guys themselves are pretty minor.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
Okay.
Well,
I will bid farewell and
sleep.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry about that.
Have fun.
Right.
That's okay. I just was like, it's simple. You're 3 people in. It's impolite to ask you this.
Oh no! Look, because like we said, that should have been posted up. Your one should have came up before Alex's one if we had posted it on time. But unfortunately, we all have lives. You know how it is. But go get some sleep, Neuromancer. Thanks for joining us.
Yep.
All right.
Have a great one.
All right. Moving on to
Alex at 52.
Alex at 52?
Yeah.
Okay. What time was Neuro?
I have no idea.
Okay. Alright, so
working on the Pain Boy now. This is the first one from the actual Armageddon box set. I think this is one of the best sculpts of the box, and I am really excited to keep painting.
Yeah, no, I think this just seeing this work in progress, this made me excited right here, where it looks like he has a stitched on human arm. And like I'm like, oh, what an amazing visual to just go, that's a Pain Boy. You know, even if it was with a different coloured green or something like that, I don't think it would just absolutely pop, because like you've got this kind of human-ish green that you've been doing. Like you got the reds with the under. I'll just go back for a second. This one, I think you can see it the most. So I'll go back to our boy. So right here we see with the face, it's got all of those sort of pinkish highlights, and it's got the red undertones and so on, right? But then when we go to this one right here, like what a difference the start makes, and see that helps with that contrast of kind. So I'm really looking forward to seeing where this one's going. Is there anything you'd like to add, Sonny?
No, but can you take a look at the... Does he put real leather on there? Like, not real leather, but like the pleather on the apron? Because it looked like it had a sort of texture.
Oh, yeah, I see what you
I think
mean.
that's really cool. If it is, I think great choice.
I don't know how he's done that. Maybe that's modelled into it now. If they've managed to get that level of detail into it with the sculpts now, that's amazing.
I don't know. I have a feeling that he's used real. Maybe, who knows?
All right, let us move on to
Liam at 55. Not really proud of this one, but happy to theoretically call it done. Only thing I may do next time is go back and go over the silver metallic with gunmetal or something like that. I have no idea why my first instinct with a generic metal is grab the silver, but hopefully next time I can remember to think before I ink. Only noticed in post that I didn't do so great painting the base and got some of the bottom on the boots. Maybe it's some kind of grey mud far removed from vegetation?
I'd say if that's it for the basing, there's a lot more that needs to be done on the basing.
Yeah, I do think overall it looks kind of messy. Because like everything's sort of blending in with each other.
I think it also doesn't help that the print is so bad because like the layer lines are quite visible in it. With the colors the way that they are, unless like you're super precise, which you can't be with this sort of thing, it's all sort of one sort of blob sort of thing.
Yeah.
Because like
I think the skin is okay. Like it looks like a zombie skin. But the face, like you don't even see, you can only make out like the nose, eyes, and the mouth. And it needs to be more polished, I think. It just needs more attention to the face and the outfit. Just the red, the hat, the boots, really define it. But I think with the way that the model is, you're not going to be able to do that very well. And I think that's just going to come back to what we said last time is, I think, invest in better models.
Yeah.
Because you're doing this every week. Like, you're putting effort into painting minis every week, Liam. Doesn't matter how much you get done, but you are getting something done. Which shows that you care about it enough to do it. So I think you should get yourself some better models.
Yeah, because like the thing is, like we said before, time is the currency of life, right? Where are you going to invest your time, right? Now, look, even if you're on a budget or something like that, there's plenty of places where you can get good model, or you can just buy one expensive model and work on it for a long time.
Yeah.
Right?
Like, I mean, North Star military figures are pretty affordable.
Yeah.
Those are the Frostgrave, the people who make Frostgrave. They've got other stuff too. Like, but yeah.
The point is, right, that like this is a really bad print. It's a zombie. You know, it's like a mash of a whole lot of things coming together, which is not helping you.
I have a feeling, Liam, like I have not seen you work on a model that is actually well sculpted. Like, I feel like if you did work on a proper model, we would be seeing a whole different painter.
Yeah.
'Cause like I see how your brother painted at the start, and he was not really working with the same type of models as you, right? But he has improved in so much in a very short period of time. I can only imagine how much more you're going to level up just by starting with a good base.
Yeah.
You know, and I think you need better models.
I have just everything that Sunny has said. All right, so next up we have
Andy at 59.
Okay.
More work this evening. Attached the super mutant to his base, so done for now. And to mix it up with some whimsy, made a start on this fairy riding a squirrel. Oh yeah. So cute.
So it is popping out a bit more, like with the highlights, like you said. But we do have this similar value problem once again, don't we?
I don't know, I feel like... How else would we push this? It needs some form of saturation. Like, you gotta pick something. Sometimes giving some form of OSL effect is enough to do it. Like, you know, with Ryan's Grim Dark works. Like, you've got a similar sort of theme going with that, like that sort of Grim Dark desaturated palette.
See,
and then you have
think,
like some sort of a pop of saturation to really help it.
I think one of the problems is I'm just gonna go and get this. So, alright, there's two images that I want to contrast. So hopefully this will come up and it will work. We will not have problems. We will see. Okay, so we've got this super mutant, which is Fallout 4. And then we've got the super mutant from Fallout 3. I kind of want to do side by side, but I'm not sure how that will look. Alright, so can we... How do we side by side them in the same window?
So, they do have a split window function, but I don't know how to access it.
Okay, so we'll just look here for now, right? Look at this one, right? All very similar values, right? So we've got the skulls popping out a bit, right? The green is obviously more saturated than everything else, but then we take a look at this guy here, right? His skin pops out from everything, right?
Probably because of the reds from the scarring and stuff.
I think it's because, like, it's got a lighter value. It's got way more saturation than everything else here, right? I think you're probably using one of these guys for reference, right? And see, the thing is with this, there's a reason why this super mutant is more iconic than this one, right? Even though he's got the more realistic face and he's better sculpted and blah blah, right? It's like the old Space Marines. They're more iconic for a reason, right? They're more iconic because they've got a more solid foundation. So right here with this one, he's just so samey. And then we take a look over here at your guy, right? And he's got the same problem, right? He's got the... I think, in fact, this must be the reference he's using. Cause
yeah, I look at it and I think it looks pretty much like the one he's working on.
Yeah.
Just with a different outfit.
Barely different. It's just got some more armor. But, like... What I would probably do is I'd maybe try and grunge up his armor a bit more. So add some rust and stuff. One sec. And then like try and push the greens in this so much more, even more towards the analogous side. Use some
like a bit
blues in the shadows,
more yellows
and
in the highlights.
And just absolutely pop it, right?
Yeah.
And I think that would help a lot, right? And see, this is something that we have to remember, right? Some of the times, like, the creators are wrong, right? Like, this, iconic. This is a whole, like, even if people can't articulate why they're upset with this design, there's a reason they don't like this design compared to this one, right?
Yeah.
Because this one, like, you can just see all of this sort of stuff. It's much more goofy, right? But Fallout was much more goofy. Until... We're not going to go into the downfall of franchises and such, right? Sorry?
Thanks for reviewing my Ally army this week. Oh, last week, sorry, I couldn't be there live.
That's okay, man. Don't worry about it. Like the main thing is, right, did you get something out of the review? Did it help you? Because that's the main thing. Because the whole reason that we do this is not to blow smoke for people.
To help them improve as a painter.
Yeah. So like maybe some pigment powders, that sort of thing, to sort of add a bit of grunge to it, all of that sort of thing.
It just needs some pop of saturation.
Yeah, it needs something.
Yeah.
Because it's very samey at the moment.
Well, let's take a look at the Squirrel Rider.
Oh yes, sorry, so that's my bad.
I think the Squirrel Rider's looking good.
Yeah, because
cute.
there's a lot of separation.
Yeah, I think you could obviously push with the fur on the squirrel. He's just look like straight brown at the moment, but
I think he's just blocking
Yeah.
in colours.
I thought that's kind of cute that you've got like a little rainbow spear going.
Very sort of pixie sprite-ish.
Yeah.
So he's just said...
It's definitely offering inspiration as I start on a new 28mm army, so that's... Thanks for the input.
The sooner you can show us stuff, the sooner that we can give feedback. So, like, as an example, we're just going to scroll back, right? So, for example, like last week, Alex is a very, very good painter, right? But the one thing that he was missing was the value sets on his shirt, right? But Larry comes in very early, and I think like this improved massively just from being able to say stuff like the way that it was just a straight line and now it's all much cleaner, that sort of thing. Like the sooner we get a whip, the sooner we can comment, because like remember some things won't be able to be addressed later on, right? It's just done, and you know the time is done. But I think it's time for us to move on to Larry
at
Yep.
Had a chance to do a little painting tonight, so I did some small details and touch-ups so I could call some things done and off the table so I can move on to new projects, like this Inquisitor staring at me, accusing me for easily a year since he last appeared on this board. Or the King in Yellow with his little corpse servant, or Ulik the Troll, or sweet little Alice in a nightmare realm of blood. None of these are perfect, but they're done enough to put on the shelf, and I can revisit them if some idea hits me to make them better. Best to move on and not let them keep occupying processing cycles in the head. Oh yes.
So we've seen Alice evolve quite a bit, and I think it looks quite a bit better from where it started. I think one of the big things that we've got to note is I think that he did really, really well with the OSL.
Yeah.
Especially from where it started out. Because
it was just an orange overlay.
Yeah.
But, you know, he used a reference to see how orange / yellow light
bounces off
a blue surface or a cloth. And it's actually a little bit more pink, which is very interesting.
But I think one of the things is I think he did really well with the hair and the face, because basically he's painted that face on. There is no details here.
Yeah, it's very tough to do that.
So
I mean, it still looks a bit derpy with the way the eyes are done, but like, look, with the way that the model is.
But I mean, like,
I don't think I could do any better
myself.
myself.
Put the eyes in there himself, so like
yeah.
That's the big thing. But also, I think doing the pure black, because like we can see a bit of the reflection. Oh,
really sells that horror theme, and then you can see like the light hitting the pool, and it's red, so you know it's blood.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh dang
that. Damn, Nate, you scary. But yeah, like I think that the front hair is way better than the black. Sorry, back, not black. I was looking at the reflection. But yeah, it's. I think that's really good. This is what we're talking about, Liam. Okay, so Liam, I want you to look at this model right here, right? It's not the greatest, right? It's not the best in the world, and Larry put a lot of work into this one, right? And then we come over, Games Workshop model. Now look, they're ragged on with good reason a lot of the time. But look at how crisp this model is, right? And this is not Larry's best work because I will... Where is it? Like, this pooling, not so great, Larry. Not so great. But, like, you take a look at this and compare to over here, right? Just by pure virtue of the base model that he's working with, he's got a lot better of a start. Now, I'm not saying paint exclusively Games Workshop miniatures. I'm pretty much the try stuff outside of Games Workshop guy, right? But it might be nice for you to work with a model where all of the details are crisp.
Mm-hmm.
All of the hundreds and hundreds of details that they have. But yeah, it's so much like the model is doing a lot of work here. I think it looks good. Larry's done his classic look. I use UV stuff.
Yeah, he loves his UV stuff. It looks nice.
Yeah, I think it looks better from this angle than it does from that angle.
I do think he could do a bit more with the highlighting of the red, though.
He definitely could, but here's my thing on it, right? It's done. You know, he said that it's just been staring at him forever, and like some of the times we want to be done.
Yeah, and for a done model, it's really nice.
Yeah, it's fine. You know, like it's not winning awards, but it's up on a shelf, as he said. But oh my god, these are some old. These are like 80s models, and you can tell. But like, look at this King in Yellow compared to our King in Yellow. Where do I find the King in Yellow? Understanding Yellow.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So like, oh, what has happened here? Okay,
Do not know.
Something interesting happened. But yeah, so these are the new models, and this is for our Understanding Yellow video.
We printed these from someone who has sculpted it.
Yeah, and just like look at the level of detail compared to back in the day. Seaweed.
Yeah, seaweed monster with some seaweed fountain coming out of his head. What the hell is this?
Oh, what's that video? What the hell am I looking at?
Yeah.
What the
hell am I looking at?
But yeah, no, it's with some of these old models, this is as much as you can do. Right? Don't try and push yourself. You've got a nice glow on your little rock.
I love the rock.
Just let me get my
fucking rocks.
I was gonna stop before you said the end. Yeah. But
wow, already tainted the channel.
Oh, we've got one more before the end.
Yes.
Okay, so at I'm gonna add 17.
We've got 113.
Yep.
113. We have Ben. Hi all. I just wanted to introduce myself and share a photo I took. Some know me as Conan the Librarian on Discord. Face reveal. Face reveal. Yeah, well, I guess we don't have to.
Like, I think it was a comment somewhere in here where he says, I've been described as a Warhammer 10.
Was he?
I can't.
Yeah, it's to RJ.
Is he? Yeah.
He did respond to RJ. Yes, I suppose I'm relatively baseline looking, but many maniacs are. The other day, talking about going to the grand narrative, I joked I was a Warhammer 10.
He's a good looking fella.
Yeah.
As much as another man can admit to the.
I didn't expect your face to look like that.
My face.
No, Ben's face.
Ben's face.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I got the feeling that he would look more nerdy.
More nerdy?
More nerdy.
Well, he gets stuff done. That's why his face looks like that. Because he gets stuff done.
Get stuff done.
If you get stuff done, you know, you look more handsome.
That's true, I guess.
And that's why Joseph's good looking.
Mm.
He gets stuff done.
He does get stuff done. All the time.
But yeah, so there's a lot of yellow in this. I wonder if that's the light.
I think it
has to be the light, right?
I am confusion. No, because I didn't really question it until you pointed that out.
Well, because like there's yellow in here.
Yeah, no, I thought it was like a lighting effect.
And then there's yellow in here. And then we turn it around. It has to be the light. Yeah, because I was looking at it and
maybe he's doing like 2 directional lights, like one white on this side and then yellow on the other side or something.
I don't know, but I was just looking at it and I'm like...
I would like to appreciate it in one light setting. Well,
no, because I was like... I was going to comment on that's an interesting effect that you got there going. And then it's just like... Nah, dog. That's...
It overall, it looks good.
Yeah.
But he does feel...
Well, like, the only thing... like, I want to comment more, but the yellow is throwing me so much because, like, I'm like, are these bones yellow? What is yellow? Is this a yellow lighting effect? No, it can't be because that's metal. And does that mean that it's a nice reflective metal?
I'm not a super big fan of like that sort of magenta / pink in the cracks of the rocks.
We went full blown crazy with ours.
Yeah, we did color shift, but yes, that had a whole...
We didn't just do color shift. We did a series of color shifts that blend together.
I just think that because I feel like you were trying to go for red, but it just turned out a bit pink and doesn't quite have the vibe. That's all. But yeah, I think that's the sum total of my thoughts on this. But he looks like a nice Bellacore. Could we try with like a more standard lighting?
Yeah.
And then we'll try again. Like you could post it in the Discord and we can give you
because I'm pretty sure that I've seen this fella before, right? Because I think he was just posting one of his old works to sort of say, "This is who I am."
Oh, is that right?
Because I think some people just stay off Facebook because it's Facebook and like. We complain about it non-stop even though we use it. Because, like, where else can you really do things like this sort of thing?
You could do it on the Discord with the way we've set things up, but it's just not the same.
Yeah, it's not. Like, I think this gives a much better sort of legacy of creation. Like, if Facebook worked properly, right? So this is going to be sort of my wrap up for the day, right? But so we can go back, right? We can go, okay, you know, we see people are putting in the work, right? And we see an evolution like Andy's working on this, right? And Joseph's putting in that work and all of this sort of thing. But even going back to the next week, if it will load, Facebook, even when I'm trying to help you, right? Even when I'm trying to help you, you still stuff up, don't you? But like going back, right? We can look at this evolution quite easily, right? We can see that line that we're talking about, you know, where it was just like whoosh, straight cut, right? We can see the difference between RJ's work now, where he's lightened around here. Like we actually, I think RJ only posted it in the WAYPN area, didn't he? I'll see if I can find it because yeah,
there it is.
And see like if you saw that next, right, you're just like, oh wow, what a difference. You know, it's
it really looks like she's pressed up against the glass, and he's put a little plexi in front of it to really get the solid effect.
And just like having that feedback and going from one thing to the next, right? Seeing people try things out, right? Seeing people getting better at their stuff, and just like even this guy here, right, by Larry, just each and every week, because like here's the thing, guys, right? There's a reason why I keep the weekly WAYPN, the member Monday, the exact same all the time. Like, there's a reason why I recycle back to the exact same things again and again and again. And the reason for that is quite simple, right? We forget the basics because we are in this grind of life all the time. We forget that the only way that we get things done is by working on them week by week, working on them day by day, right? We look at these glorious works of art. We look at, the cathedrals in Spain. We look at Leonardo da Vinci's, amazing works of art, the rooftops. We even look at the more modern things, like even though some might think it's cliche, but like Where's Wally, that sort of thing, right? We look at all of this, and for some reason, for some foolish reason, our brain thinks this is how it was made, but it wasn't. This didn't start out like this, right? This didn't even start out like this. It started out completely blank. Right? It started out like what we did with ours, right? The load. It started out with just
unassembled.
Yeah. Just terrible jank which doesn't assemble correctly, that has to be primed. It might be, beating a dead horse. But there's a reason why people go to church. There's a reason why people connect with the same messages again and again and again. Because we need those reminders. Because without those reminders, we just think to ourselves, oh, this is the way life is. Some people are great artists and other people aren't. Right? The amount of work that you put into a thing can be phenomenal. And like, for example, even with Liam, he's obviously putting in an effort, right? But like battling against a wall, which I think, he's got to take away that limitation that he's put on himself and paint some good models. It's about putting in the work. Nothing starts finished. All of this was... You don't get to the absolute end. You don't get to something like this unless you start out here.
You're right, I should remove my spine. Oh, you meant that. Yeah, let's do that.
But yeah, just putting in the work. because nothing starts finished. That was the first thing I ever said on my first WAYPN. Nothing starts finished.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you so much for joining us. I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic weekend. And as always, keep those brushes wet. Bye-bye. Bye, everyone. Have an absolutely fantastic weekend.